Inform, investigate, inspire. This is News 3 at noon.
Now at noon, look at your screen. Hampton police are looking for these young children. What we're learning about their father, who police say took them. And it's the last day to register to vote here in Virginia. What you need to know if you're still looking to cast your vote in just 3 weeks. And in just a couple of hours, the wraps come off Missy Elliott Boulevard. And then the party gets started. We're live in Portsmouth for the big day honoring a music legend. Hello, and thank you so much for joining us. I am Jen Lewis.
And I am Jessica Larche, live in Portsmouth as we are preparing to celebrate the one, the only, the queen of rap, Missy Misdemeanor Elliott. I am here live at Manor High School where Missy graduated back in 1990. Folks are excited, blowing their horns because today is an incredible day here in Portsmouth. So there is going to be a huge celebration here at Manor High School later today, and it is all because of the new Missy Elliott Boulevard. Now, to give you some perspective, there's a portion of McLean Street at the Victory Crossing Shopping Center near the Tidewater Community College that is going to be renamed Missy Elliott Boulevard. Y'all, this is so exciting. So you may remember back in August, the Portsmouth City Council unanimous decision to rename that portion of McLean Street to Missy Elliott Boulevard. And actually, that idea was proposed by Councilwoman Erin Carter, who said she wanted to honor and recognize the superstar within her hometown here in the city of Portsmouth. So this afternoon, I want to bring in my friend and colleague, Angela Bohan, who is joining us live right now from what will be Missy Elliott Boulevard. Hey, Angela.
Hey, Jessica. Yes, this is it, the intersection where we'll soon see the sign that reads Missy Elliott Boulevard. It's just off Airline Boulevard, as you said, down from Victory Crossing Shopping Center. And right now, it's quite hidden with plastic covers over the signage. And we're told that this dedication ceremony that's happening later is not a public event, but everyone is, however, invited to the Manor High School later this afternoon. Organizers tell us the sign unveiling will be for Missy Elliott, her family, and city leaders. And Portsmouth Mayor Shannon Glover recently talked about a conversation that he had with Elliott's mother.
She told me about when Missy was a child, she came to her and said, "Mom, I have a dream and I'm going to be a superstar." And like parents, do, her mom said, "Well, yeah, baby, that's a great dream. And, I'm sure you'll do it." Right. And lo and behold, she did it.
And we will bring all the excitement to you, but something to keep in mind today if you're in Portsmouth, from about 1 to 3, eastbound traffic along Airline Boulevard here at Portsmouth Boulevard will go from 3 lanes to 1 lane. McLean Street, which is the actual street that will soon be renamed, will be shut down from Airline Boulevard to the entrance of Victory Crossing. So if you need to get to the Victory Crossing Shopping Center during that time, you can use the Victory Boulevard entrance. And lastly, over near Manor High School, Elmhurst Lane will also be shut down until 5 p.m. from Sequoia to Brunswick and Cherokee Roads, and from Bakersville Road to Logan Drive. Now, if you are planning to go to the Missy Elliott celebration at Manor High, you can get there using Elmhurst Lane from Airline Boulevard. So after hearing all of those traffic notes, basically you should know if you're going to be in this area of Portsmouth, you should expect some traffic later. If you are planning to go to Manor High, you might want to get there early. We're told grounds open at 2 o'clock. Of course, we'll bring you all the latest. For now, live in Portsmouth, Angela Bohan, News 3.
Angela, thank you. This is so exciting, honoring a local legend. And let's give you some background on Missy Elliott. She was born here in Portsmouth at the Portsmouth Naval Medical Hospital in 1971. She grew up in the Hodges Ferry neighborhood here in Portsmouth. And as we shared, she graduated from Manor High School back in 1990. It was Wilson High School back then, and that was just the beginning.
Iconic rapper, singer, producer from Portsmouth, Missy Elliott, a huge star with a humble heart.
I'm so humbly grateful. And
That's Missy sharing her gratitude on Twitter ahead of her induction as the first female rapper in the Songwriters Hall of Fame back in 2019.
I couldn't have got this far without y'all supporting me over all these years.
It It's the same year she donated $25,000 to her alma mater, Manor High School. It was known as Woodrow Wilson High back in 1990 when she graduated. Melissa Arnett Elliott, the future misdemeanor of the rap game, who would put her thing down, flip it, and reverse it.
And I love her dearly.
Missy's friend Radia Covington was just a teenager when she joined Missy's early 90s girl group in the 757, FAZ.
Did you see a glimpse of the creative genius of the Missy Elliott we know today?
You can't miss it. You can't miss it. You can hear her talk. She's always been ahead of the game, always hustling. I mean, she's where she is because of who she is.
Covington says Missy was a driving force for FAZ.
I would go over to her house and we would ride out somewhere in Norfolk to somebody else's house, some studio, that. And I don't want to say studio because if I say studio, people think of something really big. Really, it was somebody's bedroom with an old microphone and probably like a 4-track from back in the day when you used to put the little cassette in it and record your tracks over and over.
It paid off when their song First Move hit the radio.
I remember my first time hearing it on the radio. I think, we were all jumping up and down, screaming and yelling.
Eventually, FAZ got a record deal. The group's name changed to Sista. And while their ride to the top together was short-lived, Covington has always celebrated Missy's success in the decades since. From chart-topping hits to groundbreaking music videos, and now Missy Elliott Boulevard in P-Town, where it all began.
This, to me, is just the icing on the cake because this is where we're from. She is definitely deserving of being the icon that she is.
And she has worked hard to be the icon that she is. Roddy and I we were talking about some of our favorite Missy albums and songs. Hers is Super Duper Fly, one of my favorites. But one of my favorite Missy songs is Beat Me 911. That's a throwback. I know the kids listening are like, I don't know, but if Missy is watching, she knows that is one of my favorites. Well, our coverage is just getting started here at Manor High School in Portsmouth as we celebrate Missy Misdemeanor Elliott. Coming up here on News 3, we've got to tell you about this. We call Missy a local legend, and rightfully so. We are breaking down some of her biggest awards that she is adding to a wall that is already full of plaques.
And this morning we've been tracking some rain pushing through the area. Now that's moving out, but we're not done. Another round of showers and possible thunderstorms will be building in later today. So heads up for that as we get closer to this evening and as we go through the overnight. We'll break down the rain and storm timeline, our potential for severe weather, and talk about a major cool down coming up.
Welcome back, and today is the big day for legend and Portsmouth native Missy Elliott. A street will soon bear her name, and when we say legend, it's really true.
Oh, yes, it is. She is in the Songwriters Hall of Fame, and technically, Missy Misdemeanor Elliott is a doctor.
Yes, she is. Missy has an honorary doctorate of music degree from the Berklee College of Music in Boston. Elliott is the first hip-hop artist to receive the honor. And during the ceremony in 2019, Elliott told the graduating class, as long as you are breathing, it is never too late. You have come too far to quit. And another accolade, Missy has a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. She also owns 4 Grammys, 12 MTV Video Music Awards, their Video Vanguard Award, 2 AMAs, 6 BET Awards, and again was the first female rapper to be inducted into the Songwriters Hall of Fame.
So much to be proud of Missy Elliott here at Hampton Roads, and our coverage continues. We are talking about the green and gold Norfolk State University, their band getting ready to work it and get the party started. We're going to check in with them in just a bit. But first, meteorologist Miles Henderson has today's weather trivia question. And given our celebration of Missy, we should all get this one, Miles.
I think so. In 1997, Missy Elliott said multiple times she can't stand what? The sun, the clouds, or the rain? I'll have the answer coming up.
Well, let's take a live look at the big board at the New York Stock Exchange, and you can see so far for the day, the Dow Jones Industrial Average is up more than a percentage point, hovering around 30,100. And take a look at your screen right now. Hampton police are looking for these young children, 2-year-old Jackson Truitt and 1-year-old Adriana Truitt. Police say their father, who you also see here, In just a minute, Timothy Truitt, he is the one who took them. There he is. Police tell News 3 the children's legal guardian took them and their father to Walmart. And while inside, the father and the kids became separated from the guardian. And that's when police say Truitt left with the kids. Timothy Truitt was last seen in a maroon sedan. If you have any information on where he and the children could be, call the police right away. And today is an important day in the election cycle. It's the last day to register to vote here in Virginia. There are just 22 days until Election Day. Election Day this year is November 8th, and you can still register online. If you register by mail, your envelope must be postmarked today. If you miss today's deadline, you can still register and vote in person on Election Day, and you'll have to cast one of those provisional ballots, and it'll take some time for it to be verified.
Larshay here live in Portsmouth at Manor High School, where we are just hours away from the big celebration of Missy Misdemeanor Elliott. She's getting that new Missy Elliott Boulevard, and they are going to be celebrating right here on the campus of Manor High School, where she graduated back in 1990, and local bands are getting ready to work it on the field to celebrate her. Let's bring in Penny Commit. She is also live here at Manor High School. So, Penny, we know the bands are getting ready to work it today.
Yeah, Jessica, that's absolutely right. This stadium going to just be absolutely packed in the matter of hours. And what's super cool about the band performances today is although Manor High School here is Missy Elliott's alma mater, all three Portsmouth high schools are going to be performing here today. So it's as if Missy hasn't already brought the Portsmouth community together enough. She's even pushing that further here today. Also performing plenty of bands from local HBCUs. We actually got the chance to catch up with Norfolk State University last week as they were prepping for today's big celebrations. And I've got to say, hearing songs like Get Your Freak On played by a huge marching band is pretty cool. Other HBCUs also performing this afternoon. We have Hampton University, ECSU, and Virginia State University. And students that are playing today say that Missy Elliott really just serves as a big role model for them.
I'm very excited for it just because people like Missy Elliott, you know, Pharrell, they all come from this area, and seeing them doing big things really inspires us, especially because I'm from Norfolk. It inspires us to do more and, you know, get ahead.
The principal of Manor High School here saying the same thing, that Missy Elliott just inspires his students every day. And because Missy is so fiercely loyal to her hometown, we're told the Grammy-winning artist has donated over $50,000 to Manor High. And this is all gone to just benefit students. That money has paid for spirit gear. It's allowed students to compete in competitions, and it's funded signs for seniors during the pandemic. So in just a few hours, the stadium going to be packed here at Manor High. We also know that Missy Elliott is going to be receiving a key to the city. So it's an event you don't want to miss. And Jessica, we're expecting it to be pretty packed. So people better be sure to get here early. We're already seeing some cars line up and some viewers talking to us saying that they're getting here so early they're not missing a chance to see Missy Elliott.
Yeah, I wouldn't either. That's why I'm here. So excited to honor the local legend. Penny, thank you. And so as people are coming out here to Manor High School, the sun is shining now, but will it stay that way for the big celebration and parade here today? Let's bring in meteorologist Miles Henderson for an update on the forecast.
Yeah, Jessica, it's going to be a little bit iffy. We're sort of in between two rounds of rain right now. We had some showers this morning. We have a nice break right now, but we have another round that's going to move in later today, and that could pack a little bit of a punch with strong to severe storms possible. Behind that, a big cool down, 70s today, but 50s for tomorrow. Some big changes on the horizon courtesy of a cold front. So let's look at the timeline for the rest of today. Pretty small rain chances as we go through this midday to early afternoon hour. But as we go later in the afternoon to evening, you see 5 o'clock, we're up to about a 50% chance. 8 o'clock, we're up to about a 70% chance for showers and storms, and about a 60% chance by 11. So as we go through the later part of today, some of those showers and storms will start to fire up again. Now, some of those storms could be severe. You see that level 1 risk across the board, all of southeastern Virginia, northeastern North Carolina. High winds and hail. Those are my two biggest concerns when it comes to our severe potential today. Of course, we could see some heavier downpours in the mix as well. Outside right now, seeing a mix of sun and clouds. Those clouds starting to break up a little bit. Still a few showers up towards the eastern shore, maybe a sprinkle back towards Gloucester, but rain chances have truly fizzled out now that we're kind of done with round 1. Now we're going to shift our focus to round 2, which will move in later today. So let's time it out. Nice window, nice break here through the midday hours, but 4 o'clock. You start to see some of those scattered showers drifting back in. They'll fire up as we go more toward 6 o'clock. So you see more of those vivid colors, the oranges, the reds, working in from Virginia Beach back towards Chesapeake and Suffolk, including up there towards Seaford and Poquoson. Here's 8 o'clock, more of those scattered showers and storms stretched across Hampton roads. Even 11 o'clock, we'll still have some rain left over, and then we're clearing out from there. So good news as we head into Tuesday, rain will be gone early in the morning. Clouds will clear out pretty early as well. So most of your Tuesday will be sunny, but as winds turn to the north and northwest, that's going to drive in a big change in temperature. We'll talk more about that here in just a second. So from that 70% chance for showers and storms later this evening, not much to worry about for the rest of the week. So it's a dry stretch after today. Today is the day we'll have to watch out for as far as the rain and storms are concerned. Temperatures headed to the 70s today, most of us mid 70s. That's not bad for this time of year, pretty comfortable out there. Those numbers will drop as we go through the overnight, most of us in the 40s and 50s tomorrow morning, and we're not going to warm up much. It'll be a struggle to even get to the 60s tomorrow. So that's a big drop going from the 70s today to the upper 50s tomorrow. Slowly climbing as we go through the rest of the week. We'll gradually step our way through the 60s Wednesday, Thursday to Friday, back to the low 70s, closer to normal or average by the weekend. So a little break in the rain this afternoon, but heads up late afternoon, evening, that next round moves in. Clearing skies tomorrow morning, then sunshine, but much cooler tomorrow afternoon in the upper 50s. Lots of sunshine for the rest of the week as we climb through the 60s, low 70s for us there for the weekend, and weather still looks pretty good, mostly sunny to partly cloudy. All right, today's weather trivia question. In 97, going way back here, Missy Elliott said she can't stand what? Famous lyric here, by the way. The sun, the clouds, or the rain.
So I'm giving it to Jessica.
I can't stand the rain.
Yep.
She's got it. Yeah, it was the rain.
My window.
There it is. Good job, girl. Only Jessica could do that,
Oh,
you know, so way to go. Thank you very, very much. And still to come, big money from Missy right here in Hampton Roads. The big donation she just made and how it's helping students. That's after the break on News 3 at noon. Well, we are anxiously awaiting the big reveal for Missy Elliott Boulevard. Jessica is outside of Manor High, where there's a lot planned once that reveal takes place.
Oh yes, there's going to be a huge celebration and pep rally here at Manor High School in just a few hours. We are so excited for that. And we've been talking a lot about the legend that Missy Elliott is. She's also very generous. We told you about all the money that she has donated to her alma mater, Manor High School, here over the years. And it does not stop there. So last month we told you about the donation that she made to the Hampton University Alumni Association chapter in Atlanta, $20,000 to the National Hampton Alumni Association. Now that money is going to be used to fund scholarships for HU students and to help cover tuition and fees while completing their education. The president of the Alumni Association said the group is forever grateful to Missy Elliott and her foundation for the support. One of the things you always hear Missy Elliott talk about is how humble she is and how grateful she is, and she has lived that out throughout her career, and we are certainly proud of Missy Misdemeanor Elliott. Our coverage continues here on News 3 throughout the afternoon. Updates anytime at WTKR.com. We'll see you here later today.